up, guys? Welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another command block creation. This is going to allow us to create a modern house generator. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. Now this is really going to help those of you out that can't really build houses, and what it's also going to do is allow you to spawn sections of houses to sort of like make your own. And what you need to do first is go down to the description box down below, grab those two commands, and then you want to grab some command blocks in the game by typing in /give, then space your name, then command block, and then you want to tab that out. Then you grab yourselves a command block, place one on top of the other by shift and right clicking. Once you do that, you want to go ahead and place the first command at the command block at the bottom, and then the second command on the command block at the top. Once you do this, you want to go to the command block at the bottom, change it from needs redstone to always active. Once you do this, it should go ahead and create our entire command block system. As you guys can see, we now have the entire modern house generator built in Minecraft 1.11, as well as this is for 1.9 and 1.10. Now this is actually created by the Red Engineer. You can go check him out in the description box down below, yet again on that forms page. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what this is actually all about. Now first things first, we want to go ahead and right click on this to activate our system. Once we have that, we want to right click on this sign to get our items. Now our items are going to include several different armor stands, 2 of them being full house designs, 4 of them being regular like sections of the house. So as you guys can see, we have the hallway, garage, kitchen, bedroom, and yeah, that's basically going to be all of the different sections. Then we have 2 different house designs. What I'm going to do first is spawn down a bunch of different sections of the house so you guys can take a look at it individually, and then you can see how this creator went ahead and put it all together to create a very interesting design. Alright, so first things first, we're going to spawn down a hallway, and this spawns down instantly by simply right clicking. And as you guys can see, it is pretty much an instant house in Minecraft without using any commands, just command blocks. We could walk in over here, go up this very simple staircase, and then up towards the second floor if we have one. Obviously, if you're using this on a regular game of Minecraft, you would still need to be in creative mode in order to get command blocks, but you could use this to sort of speed up the process if you're building in some sort of like casual game. But anyways, we could spawn down our garage by simply right clicking with that armor stand onto the ground yet again. As you guys can see, this is pretty much how the garage looks, and you would normally have the staircase and the garage sort of right next to each other, so you can just jump down over here, as well as we do have a window at the back of the garage, and a sheep is trapped in there. Oh my gosh, let's let this guy out of here before he suffocates. There you go, sheep. You could go back out into the wilderness, even though it's a super flat land. So yeah, you can basically spawn these things down as many times as you like, and it's really cool, like I said, for just building different structures. If you want your house to have multiple garages, it's really cool. You just have to figure out how they're actually being aligned and where you would need to place them down. But anyways, next up we have the kitchen, and it's pretty self-explanatory. It's basically just a chunk of the house. We could come back around this side. I don't think it has a door, but you could break yourselves a doorway, and then you could go into the kitchen where it has a few different decorations. Obviously, it can't be fully decorated because that would take a lot of different commands, as well as the command does have to be kind of short in order to fit into the system. But either way, it definitely does speed up the process, and yet again, you could connect kitchens together to make a very large kitchen, or just multiple kitchens if you're, you know, really hungry or something like that. But anyways, let's spawn down our bedroom. As you guys can see, this is basically how the bedroom will look. This one actually does have a doorway, as well as a few decorative windows. Then we could walk into the doorway, down the hall, we could open up that door and go into our room. Unfortunately, our room itself doesn't have a floor, but we do have ourselves another room over here, which is basically either could be a closet or a bathroom, depending on how you decorate it. So then we could go ahead and spawn down multiple bedrooms right next to each other, and it looks like we spawned directly on top of our bed, if I'm not mistaken. So let's come back over here and try out one more time, and yeah, it looks like we spawned right next to our bed. So I guess that's how you guys would be using the guidelines to spawn down our houses, and it's it's pretty quick. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our two different house designs now that you guys have seen all of the individual parts. So this is going to be the first house design. It has a delayed effect just so you guys could, have a little cool experience and animation. I think it takes about 10 seconds. Let's right click on that. As you guys can see, we have loads of particles being spawned down, and then it starts slowly building up our house. So there is the middle section of our house with our staircase, and then we have ourselves our kitchen to the right hand side, our bedroom right on top, and our garage on the left side. As you guys can see, we basically have those like sections removed. It connects up, and then we can actually go through the front door and actually probably take a proper look at this, excuse me. So to the left hand side we have the garage. It actually does have a door over here so you guys can access that, as well as to the right hand side we have the open kitchen with a chicken and an egg. We might as well just pop that into our furnace. There you go. And then we have our fridge, which actually does have a dispenser in it. I didn't really see that before. Cauldron with some water, a crafting table, and then a lot of space for us to add in some decoration, as well as in the back our staircase leads towards an outside balcony, which is pretty interesting. Then it goes up to the second floor into our bedroom, into our closet area, and then across this hallway in this middle balcony where we have a nice view into the top or onto the top of our garage. So that's actually not bad for our house, especially for one that's instant in Minecraft using absolutely no mods. But we do have another one if you guys don't really like that particular design. Anyways, let's go ahead and pretty much spawn this guy down, and it's going to basically do another particle animation. It's going to slowly build up our structure. As you guys can see, we have the middle section. We're going to get the left garage. This time we have a pool on the right hand side with a floating kitchen, as well as our bedroom on the left hand side. So it's slightly different, but it's still pretty awesome. We could go into the interior, check out the garage once again, pretty much the same thing. Go up the staircase. We have an extended balcony basically on the opposite side. It's actually pretty neat if you want to add in your own decorations and whatnot. But then you go up the staircase into our kitchen, once again the same exact thing. But as you guys can see, using these like 4 simple different components for our house, we could build so many different designs. This is part of the kitchen, which leads into the balcony, and then the balcony leads into our main bedroom, and then our bedroom leads into our closet space, and then there's like an opening in the wall. That's sort of like a glitch, but it's pretty interesting nonetheless. So let's go ahead and spawn out a bunch of these and see if we could create a very small village, or possibly improve that village that we have right over there. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do this. What I'm going to do is spawn down one over here, skip a couple blocks and spawn another one there, and then spawn another one here, and then another one here. As you guys can see, you could pretty much spawn down as many of these as possible and even have them going off simultaneously. I mean, just look at that. This thing is so cool. I think it's going to overlap, but either way, that is pretty awesome. And yeah, it did overlap. Wow, this is actually really cool. We created like a series of apartment buildings on this side because, as you guys can see, our garage is going to connect towards some of our houses on this side. I actually really like that I made this mistake. So as you guys can see, we could basically go into this house all the way to the right hand side, then we could pretty much make a hole over here and then walk into the next house, then go through this one, walk into the next house, and wow, this actually turned out a lot better than I did expect. Okay, so this one is not really lined up properly, but we could walk through this house and then go through this one, and then we could come back out through the front door, and it's sort of like one very large townhouse, which is pretty cool actually. I mean, look at that. That's a really nice neighborhood. Alright, so now we could spawn down our house design number 2 and possibly add in some different characteristics into our neighborhood. So let's spawn down one over here and skip a couple, one over there, skip a couple, and one right over there. There, and there. Then we could have them spawn up right behind us, and it's going to look really cool. As you guys can see, we have all of our houses spawning with all of the particle animations, and obviously it's going to spawn our garage right above our pool. I really should have thought of this a lot. Really should have thought of this before I actually did it, because now we have a bunch of garages basically on top of our pool, which is really dumb. But either way, as you guys understand, we could pretty much use this to create neighborhoods and just very weird looking different construction items. So anyways guys, that is pretty much going to wrap up today's command block creation. If you guys did enjoy, please be sure to take 1 second to crush that like button. Also, don't forget to leave a comment down below, suggest another creation that you would like to see, as well as don't forget to subscribe to see when I post those videos. This was Twist, and I'll see you guys next time.